to my channel, and if not, welcome back. Today we're just going to be doing some gorgeous locks. I want to show you how I've installed these beautiful set of locks on my hair. If you're watching this video, you've probably already watched my previous video on how I do temporary lock extensions, you know, goddess locks, curly locks, whatever you want to do it. So it's kind of a thing where people with locks have to attach or can attach curly bundles to the ends of their locks, and I want that kind of look without, you know, committing to doing the locks permanently, which is why I've kind of developed my own way of doing these temporary lock extensions. So if you're here watching this, you probably already appreciated my previous video, because I know people kind of like to keep their ways of doing things to themselves, but yeah, I'm here to share for all. So yeah, today I'm going to be showing you how I've done these locks. So today's video is sort of me experimenting with new hair that I've got from AliExpress. Basically just trying new hair for people that I kind of sell hair to, just to see how well it holds up doing locks. So, and also I've bought an instant lock machine where I've used that to make the locks instead of me doing the locks by hand, which I usually do. So doing locks by hand, I usually do them after work, and it probably takes me like a week to make a whole set of locks. And with this instant lock machine, I was able to do them in an afternoon. So the difference is drastic. But the only thing I would like to say is I'm not sure if it's because of the lock machine or the quality of the hair I used, but the hair is actually shedding a lot. So it's not even like shedding in like, you know, when you pull your hair and but you can see, like, you know, when you cut bundles and you've got those little tiny pieces of hair, that's the kind of shedding I'm getting from this hair. So I don't know if it's the hair quality, so I'm probably going to have to try another set of extensions. Maybe I'll buy them from somewhere else or buy them from a different vendor and try them out before I'm actually selling this to people. So yeah, the last thing I'd like to say is I want to thank, you know, people of YouTube for trusting me, placing orders just from my YouTube videos. I don't have a shop, I don't have a website or anything, and people actually reach out to me to make locks for them. So I actually appreciate all the business. I'm really grateful to all of you, and I hope you find this video useful. So I'm just going to start explaining what I've done. So I got bundles in 18, 20, 22 and 24 from AliExpress. It was marketed as Burmese curly bundles. I don't even know what Burmese is. I think Burmese is just like, maybe it's meant to be the type of curl, like it's meant to have that ringlet curl at the bottom, and that's kind of what I was going for. So this is actually what the bundles look like. As you can see, coming out of the pack, this is what they look like, but you can see on my hair, after turning them to locks, it actually looks very different. But oh well, that's why, you know, it's actually good to test out a product before you actually selling it to people. Because imagine I'd sold this or I'd made it and sent it to someone and they'd installed it and it's not actually what they wanted. Thankfully, I'm trying out the extensions before I actually sell them to someone. This is me using the instant lock machine. So just like my other video where I've made locks, what you want to do is you first of all want to start teasing your bundles. You get a section of the hair. For this one, I've taken about 2.5 of the curl strands that have been packed together, and then I've just back combed it with a rat tail comb, both the front and back, and then I just use my hand and smooth it out. So when you're using this lock machine, I noticed that before I want to start every single new lock extension, you want to press that lock machine button and make sure the needles aren't inside. That's what I was kind of trying to show there. You want to press that button and make sure those needles are away. Then you'd use your crochet latch hook to pull the hair extension from the bottom through the hole of the lock machine. And then, yeah, from the base of the piece of hair that you've put apart, that you've already back combed, you press the lock machine button and then you start just going in one direction. I know it looks like I'm going both directions, but you want to avoid doing that because I feel like that's what snags and cuts some pieces of the hair. But what you want to do is move in one direction slowly, keep the hair taut, which is why I've got the bundle between my legs, and then you want to keep wrapping the hair around your fingers just to keep it taut and twisting the hair around just to ensure that you've got a really nice tight lock. and you just keep on doing that all the way to the end. Well, not really the end, because you want that curly lock effect. You know, if you were making normal locks, you'll be using the Loc Machine all the way to the end. But for this particular style of lock extension, I just do it almost to the end, just for the amount of hair that I want to leave. So here are all the lock extensions. Initially, I started trying to do the locks by cutting the hair off the weft first of all, and then trying to arrange it and trying to make the locks the same way I'd made locks in my previous video. But I just noticed that was just taking forever because it just wasn't working. So these are part of the locks where I've still got, you know, the bits where I can use and wrap around my hair, which is then my first initial method of doing locks. But then I just decided to start making the lock extensions on the weft, and then I would then be cutting them after. Now to do my under braids, I'm using a three-way mirror just to be able to get my parts very straight and neat. I usually don't. Especially when I'm doing that circle braids, I just part my hair without any mirror. I just sit on my bed and just part it into any kind of size. But because I made a specific number of locks, I wanted to make sure that the number of braids on my hair matched the lock or were even less than. So I made sure I used my three-way mirror to ensure that I matched the number. This is all my braids done, and just for a little bit of prep, I'm putting some As I Am tea tree hair oil on my scalp, just to ensure that my scalp's not really like itching me, and just, you know, moisturize a bit, oil it so it's not drying out. And I'm going to be doing this regularly, maybe every other day. After I, you know, take a shower in the morning, I'll just be oiling my scalp, probably after I cleanse it with like some wipes. Okay, so now to install the logs. Just like I was showing when I was making the logs, what I did first was to start cutting off the lock extensions from the weft one by one, just so I had the locks ready for me to install. This method, compared to my previous video, is not actually my favorite, but it gets the work done, especially if I want to use a Loc Machine to make this whole entire process faster. So this is, you know, me having done some of the locks at the back just to show what it looks like. You can see all my grid pattern and the braids looking very neat. I'm happy about that. So now to install the locks, you want to get one piece of your lock extension, and because, you know, you've cut it off the way, if you want to pull some of that hair from inside the lock, you know, that blunt tip, then you want to get a piece of any Afro kinky hair or Mali hair and pull that through that top sharp blunt tip of the lock extension, so you have something to use and wrap around your hair. Because, you know, for my previous method, I always had like a bit of hair that I could use and wrap around the roots. So now, because I don't have that, I've put in a piece of that kinky hair at the top to replace, you know, the wraparound feature of the lock extensions. After that, you want to take your crochet latch hook and put it through the lock extension at the bottom where the curly ends stop. Then once your crochet latch hook is all the way at the top, you want to wrap your own hair, the ends of your own hair, your own braid, around the latch hook. You want to wrap it. You want to take a good amount of hair at the end to wrap around, or it will just slip off when you try to pull it through the lock. So then you pull it through the lock, take off your latch hook, and then in some way you just want to pull the lock away from that end bit so that it doesn't pull off when you do this next bit, which is to take the Mali or Afro kinky hair, whichever one you've decided to use. You want to pull that through the base of your own hair braid, and then yeah, you just start wrapping however which way you like. So I just start wrapping around the base of my hair all the way till I get to the bit that the demarcation between my hair and the lock. And you just want to kind of beware or take notice of where the lock extension starts, just to make sure it's properly covered. So I know if I was doing this hairstyle on someone else, I'll probably, you know, be a lot more mindful, try to make that not look like as if there's a bump. But I could see that on my own hair, there are some places that look a little bit bumpy.
And you know, for the effect of it, just you know, try out these extensions. I don't really mind how it's turned out. So you want to keep on wrapping the kinky hair all the way for the amount of hair you have, and then because it's kinky, it's not going to, and because it's kinky and not silky, it's not going to slip off. So I really just did one knot and just wrapped it around and then rolled the lock extension between my hands at the end, and that's really it. The lock won't move, it won't pull out, everything's really fine, everything will stay as is. And yeah, that's it, the perfect process. Afterwards, that same night when I finished my hair, all I did was I took my spray bottle with water and I just sprayed the hair just to see what kind of effect I would get. I know I'm kind of disappointed that I don't have that ringlet curly effect that I was hoping for buying these bundles, but it is what it is. It doesn't look bad. I think it looks good. And yeah, that's it.
Final look. This is the locks installed. How it's turned out is not exactly how I pictured it, because obviously I wanted the ringlet look at the bottom, but this is not bad as well. This is what it looks like. It's not bad. It's not what I wanted, but it's all right. So yeah, and also the hair in black. I'm not really used to doing black hair. I would much rather, you know, have like some color. I feel like black hair just looks really dark on me, but it's all right. It's all right. And so after doing my hair, all I did was I just put the Aunt Jackie's pearly cream on the hair. I sprayed it with water, and yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, some people might ask how long this hair took me. It took me, I wasn't really committed to doing it at a stretch, like I was doing other things in between. So doing the braids underneath took me about 2 hours because I was using a mirror. Normally I'll just sit on my bed and part my hair however I want, but trying to get the parts like neat took me 2 hours to do the underneath braids. And then installing the locks probably took me about 4 or 5 hours, which is longer than it would usually take me. So maybe you need to account for that amount of time doing it, but I'm sure you can do it a lot faster because the amount of locks I have in are not that many. So yeah, let's go into how many locks. I made a total of 63 locks from 4 bundles, but we need to bear in mind that for the first bundle I was cutting the hair off the wefts first of all, and then trying to pull it to get that feathered effect at the top, like how I've made locks previously in my other video. But I noticed I was just wasting a lot of hair because, you know, when you buy hair in a bundle, you've got a lot of hair that would shed. So instead, for the next bundle, I started making the locks directly on the weft, and then to install them I cut them off. So knowing that, I made 63 locks in total from 4 bundles, and on my hair I've probably installed around 55, 56 if I, you know, can count properly. Okay, what else would you need to know? To maintain these locks, it'll be the same thing as how you've styled it. You just need to spray it with water, add some form of curly cream. I'm sure you can wash it. It's a very low maintenance hairstyle. You've got access to your scalp, you can oil your scalp, all of that. Yeah, so that's kind of the end of everything I wanted to show you. You probably would ask about styling, but I'm a basic kind of girl. I'll probably just have my hair down like this, and if I'm working out, I'll probably just, you know, pack it up into a bun or something like that. But generally, I'm going to have it down like this. That's kind of all of it. I hope I've covered everything. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment saying you appreciate this tutorial. Let me know if you try out these locks. From my other video, I saw a lot of people saying this is like the best tutorial ever. Let's know that also for this video. Let me know if that's how you feel about this video, if there's anything I can improve on. You know, I feel like this is a learning journey for me, being on YouTube, sharing my knowledge, sharing how I do my hair. It's kind of a new thing to me, even though I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. But I feel like I'm still learning a lot from doing videos, doing tutorials, and showing people how I do my hair. So I would like to know what you think in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. And a short word from me is, if you don't already believe, know that Jesus died for you. He's always there for you, and all you need to do is just believe, and you can become one of the beloved of Christ. He's ready to welcome you home. Just believe and welcome the Lord into your hearts. So that's my word for you. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, and bye.